Next is...
This is some people from the featured documentary Tanzania, A Friendship Journey. We have the producer, director, and the star. That's
Sylvia Kamir.
Yeah.
Did I say that? I know I butchered that.
Well, it's difficult.
I sound like a substitute teacher.
Yeah. And Vinance.
Hey, we got that finance. That's very awesome. Here, guys, have a seat. Grab a microphone. Pronounce your names the way they're supposed to be.
Yes.
Well, mine's the easy one. Sylvia Kaminer.
Wow. Venus Garema.
Nice. Here.
Nice. So tell us about the movie. It's obviously about friendship.
It's a comedy. It's a film that we shot in Tanzania about Ben going home for the first time after spending 9 years in the U.S. And he brings a very close American friend with him who's lived a very different life, a very kind of sheltered life, and she gets to see what life in Africa and the continent is like.
Documentary, yes. Yes. Yeah, it stars Angelina Jolie and Brad Pitt. So now, how did this movie come about? What was the impetus for making this documentary?
Well, I met Kristen, the girl, the other star of the film, and she was planning to go back with Ben to meet his family and see the country, and it just seemed to make sense. She had an idea of making it as a travel show, and I thought, nah, it's been done, you know. And then I met Ben, and I thought, well, this absolutely should be a documentary film, and it really just grew out of that. And then we scheduled the shoot, and we just kind of figured out where we would film, and then everything else just happened naturally.
Now, it seems like for a movie like this is, I mean, all movies are journeys, but movies like this a lot of times have unexpected journeys. And what were one of the things that were kind of revealed through this documentary that you weren't expecting?
They say the best gift is unexpected ones.
Of course.
Yeah, so I'm talking to my microphone. Yeah, okay.
You can't just hold it, you have to put it to your mouth.
Oh.
It's from Africa.
We don't use mics over there. We have this elephant trumpet. Okay. I'm trying to get used to it. What was unexpected for me was back home people still play for the moon to come every month. And when I came to the United States, I studied physics for many years, 9 years almost. And the first thing I read in physics was from a philosopher, Aristotle. He said the moon is a stone. So the most unexpected thing was not from my side, it was from people back home. You see, now I don't look at the moon the way they look at it. That was one of the unexpected things.
And also the fact that he's very slim. They all said, oh, you're not doing well. Because in Africa, the heavy, had he come back at 250 pounds, they would have been so happy. Oh, you're doing really well in America.
Yeah,
they were very sad.
So success is measured by weight.
Yeah.
Then you're eating well. And now we're eating.
Yes.
So what were some things that when you went back that like your friends and family in Tanzania noticed about you that you weren't aware of maybe?
First dreadlocks. I didn't have dreadlocks when I was home. So, oh man. Yeah, I didn't have that. The other thing I think that there's 3 things really affect us as human beings: upbringing, temperament, and opportunity. So as far you go away from home, something of opportunity changes, and when opportunity change can affect the other 2. So when
well, explain that. Explain that like for you. So you're saying how did the opportunity change, and then how did it affect you and those other 2 components you talk about?
Okay. When you look on upbringing, how I grew up with my friends back home. We go play soccer and have fun together. We never discuss about physics or anything about the universe and stuff like that. There's no something like South Beach, go party.
There's no even electricity or clean water.
Yeah, so there's no those kind of things. So when I came to the United States, that changed. At night back home, I used to study by using a little candle, and it can affect your eyes. You cannot study for a long time. But here you have a candle, not a candle.
Yeah, he said candle. Yes. Thank you, Chris.
Yeah. So it has a very big impact. I think opportunity can change your temperament.
So you're saying now that you, like, for instance, you were able to study longer into the night and study physics. So how did your temperament change? Did you become more, because the reason I ask is my wife is from Brazil, and it's a different culture, obviously. So when she came to the States, one of the things that her and some of her Brazilian friends pointed out was that Americans are kind of uptight because they're always working and obsessed with time because they've got all this stuff they got to do. Did you notice that change in yourself?
I did. Actually, I did notice that I was doing things a little bit faster than before. I mean, talking to my grandmother and tell my grandmother tomorrow you get a catch a train at 8:17 a.m. She has no idea where 8:17 is. You see my point? Yeah. But here you have a timetable.
Yeah, you've got to be.
Here the idea is becoming. There the idea is being. And I think Brazil is the same way. So this idea of becoming makes us very uptight because you really never live the moment if you do that. So I'm a victim of it, and
Right.
Yeah.
So on the one hand, you're saying you had more opportunity, but then it also changed your temperament.
Yeah, you become more conscious, but there's no way you can find consciousness without problems. The more conscious you are, the more you have to solve problems. Yeah. So
that's fascinating.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, tell us again the name of the movie and where people can find it online. And
Sure. It's called Tanzania, A Friendship Journey. And we have a new website that we're still tweaking, but it's TanzaniaTheMovie.com. And a related charity that Kristen has started is called Malaika for Life, MALAIKA for Life.com. And Ben is going to be launching an initiative called Kwanini at Kwanini.com.
Yeah, I'm encouraging kids. I'm teaching now in Florida, different places. I'm encouraging kids to ask why.
Basically to change the world by asking why.
By asking why. So I'm using that word, Kwanini. Kwanini is the Swahili word for why.
And so this is a non-for-profit to help?
Yeah, to help kids here in the United States to ask the question why.
You know, like if you're brought up and you don't want to accept an answer, why do 6,000 kids a day die from malaria in Africa? Well, why? And then if you don't accept the answer, keep asking why until the answer changes or until you figure out a way to be a part of the solution.
Is that because you sort of notice that Americans, you know, we have this very nice lifestyle and are sometimes very sort of naive about the rest of the world?
I think that's...
No, you can say that because I've traveled to third world countries. I've been to like Iraq and Afghanistan, and when I come back here, it affected me like, you know, Americans, we get caught up in this fast lifestyle like we were talking about, and they're complaining about things, and it's like, well, there's people out in the world who, you know, like you say, 6,000 people are dying every day from AIDS. There's war. There's not opportunities. Like I have 6 nieces and nephews, and they're complaining about some toy. And I'm like, I've been to villages where there's one soccer ball.
Yeah.
That's the toy for the whole village.
In Brazil, you must.
Oh, that's all Brazil is. You go to the favelas, man. That's it. I've seen in Iraq and Afghanistan, I've seen homemade soccer balls.
Oh yeah.
That are sewn together.
Yeah, we saw that. We do that everywhere.
So that's what your organization is to try to do, is sort of open people's perspective.
If they say if you change the way you look at things you look at change. Yeah. So it's important to try for us to look things from another point of view.
So say the name of your website again.
Kwanini.org.
Kwanini.org.
Yeah.
Outstanding. And the name of the film again, one more time.
Tanzania, A Friendship Journey.
Tanzania Friendship Journey. Ladies and gentlemen, give them a big round of applause for coming out. We look forward to seeing your film. Thank you guys so much. Thank you so much. Thanks, guys. Okay, guys, thank you so much for listening.
That is our portion of the show tonight. In fact, don't forget, we'll be here again tomorrow.
From 3 to 6.
3 to 6, and also we have our shorts program on Sunday at 2 o'clock at the library, and we'll be hosting the awards on Sunday night. So thanks again, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Han shot first. All right, guys, now the comedy show will be starting in a couple minutes. Sorry that we went long. Thank you guys so much.
Yeah.